Hey everyone! So I've been talking a lot recently on social media and in real life about my weight loss journey, and so I want to make this video to kind of explain to those of you who maybe don't know me and maybe want to know what that has been all about and what I'm doing now to lose the weight and how I'm feeling. So an introduction, I am 5'4", and when I began this I was, depending on the store, a size 16 or 18, but probably leaning towards 18. And I've always kind of been short and stumpy. That's just life. I'm 23, so my weight loss journey has been a 23-year process. It's going to be a forever process, but so far 23 years. I've always struggled with my weight because I love to eat. I've always been active. You know, I did sports when I was younger, and, you know, when I stopped doing sports, I worked out regularly and, you know, at home and at gyms and with personal trainers. But my weight has always been a struggle, and so I've always been kind of an insecure person, and it's always been, it's just been a really touchy subject with me, and it's always just been a very difficult thing. But I've never put 100% effort into losing weight. I've never, you know, really put my whole heart in it, and so I'm doing that for the first time in my entire life, which is incredible. And yeah, it feels great. The most I had ever lost before this was 12 pounds, and that was at fat camp one summer, and that was because at this fat camp we were obviously on a strict diet and schedule, and we probably averaged, I want to say, like 6 hours a day active, like not necessarily working out, but, you know, playing sports, running around. You know, it was a hilly campsite or whatever, so, you know, everything was active, and 6 hours a day is really hard to replicate when you get back home to school and regular life. So I gained the weight back. And that was in high school. And then college is college, and I've never been able to really get a schedule down, and never, like I said, I've never really put as much into working out and losing weight as I have now. I will say that for me it's never really been about the numbers. I've never really been focused on how much I weighed. It's always been about how I looked. I've never really felt comfortable in my skin, or I had never really felt comfortable in my skin until maybe college. And, you know, I always had those insecurities and lack of confidence. But I will say, you know, Janie and Cassie, two of my friends, they have been probably the strongest factors in me becoming, you know, the confident person that I am now and surpassing those insecurities, at least for the most part. Because in college, you know, they taught me to accept who I am and, you know, surpass all those insecurities and be okay with myself. So thank you a billion times to them. That's not to say they didn't discourage me from working out, because Cassie made me run a 5K my freshman year of college, and let me tell you how I don't like to run. And I didn't even really run the whole thing, whatever. Anyways, they are huge factors, and without them I probably would not be who I am today. So, mushy moment, there it is. Otherwise, you know, I told myself a billion things, that I was supposed to be this size, and God put me on this planet to succeed and be this size, and, you know, despite all of society's rules and all of our things about fat people and skinny people and whatever. That was me just, like, justifying all of my laziness and all of my lack of a real solid attempt at losing weight. And so finally, when I moved here to Miami to pursue my career and, you know, get a job and everything, I now have the time and I don't have as many distractions. So I decided I was going to really put forth 100% effort and really, you know, go all out and do this, you know. And I think it had a lot to do with the fact that this is the first time in my life that I've really felt able to do that, financially and just where I am and, you know, where I live, and I'm just motivated. And I guess I was never going to do it before because I never had the heart and I never put the heart into it. I was always doing it for someone else. This time I'm doing it for me, and so things have been going well. I've lost 15 pounds so far. And for those of you who are wondering how I'm doing it, I'm going to a nutritionist where I go once a week, and he weighs me, and we kind of talk about the previous week and what I've been doing eating-wise and exercise-wise, and he gives me pointers on how to mix things up so I don't get bored. But other than that, you know, I'm sleeping right, trying to get a good 8 hours of sleep every night. I am drinking a lot of water and tea and working out. And it's really, I mean, it's a balance, you know. I eat a lot of vegetables, a lot of lime. I don't really do dressings. I don't do sodas. When I drink, it's vodka and club soda, or gin and tonic, or vodka Perrier. You know, no like Coke or whatever. And my snacks are healthy. You know, I've learned to cook healthy food. I've learned to love vegetables. I probably eat 2 bell peppers a day, but they're just delicious. And like I said, I've been working out. You know, I try to go every day, but it probably pans out to about 4 to 5 times a week. And I try and work out for an hour and a half, depending on, you know, my energy level that day. We all have bad days. And I do purely cardio. I rotate between the treadmill and the elliptical and the stationary bike and the spinning bike for the most part. Every once in a while I'll get bored, and so I'll do like the Stairmaster or I think it's called the tread climber. But for the most part, it's typically elliptical, treadmill, bike. I will say that I'm a treadmill fan instead of walking outside, because the treadmill makes sure that you stay at a certain pace, and that's my hardest thing. When I walk outside, I don't stick to a certain pace, so I do the treadmill. I read to get past the boredom that is walking, and it really pushes me through. It helps that right now I'm reading a book that I'm really intrigued, and I'm just curious, and I just want to keep reading, so my head is in the book and not on the workout whatsoever. So, you know, I'll look up and suddenly I'm 25 minutes in and it's like, oh, cool. And I'm sweating, you know, I mean, I sweat and I have to pause to like wipe my sweat, but at the same time, it just makes the time fly by. Another thing, I dance while I'm on the elliptical. So I listen to different kinds of music depending on, you know, my mood, but I enjoy it. You know, you have to enjoy it. So I move to the rhythm of the song, I guess, the rhythm of the beat. And sometimes I'll even laugh at myself because I can only imagine what I look like on the elliptical, but I'm enjoying it and I'm still getting the workout and I'm still breaking a crazy sweat and it feels great. So that's what I've been doing. If we had an indoor pool, I would swim, but we don't, unfortunately, so that's not something that I'm doing. And of course, during the daytime, I don't have time to go out there and swim, so, oh well. So I've lost 15 pounds and I feel great. I didn't really notice too much until yesterday, actually, when I was in the gym on the treadmill, actually, in my, like, yoga capris and fitted racerback, so, you know, it's fitted, so I can see my body. And I was looking in the mirror and I'm like, my legs look a tiny bit smaller. You know, my calves, I have really big calves. My calves look a tiny bit smaller. My back looked like it had like lost a layer. And my arms are a little bit smaller now too. So I was looking and I was like, you know, this is awesome. This is great because I haven't lost it in my stomach really, unfortunately. So, you know, when you look at pictures head on, I look pretty much the same. But I've started to lose in the smaller areas, you know, smaller things. So I feel good, you know, I feel great, and that's a motivator. I will say to anybody who is trying to lose weight, or, you know, hopefully people that end up watching this that are in high school or maybe young in college, don't do it for anybody but yourself. It's not going to work if you do it for other people. It's not, I mean, it might work at first, but you'll gain the weight back. You need to do this for yourself. That's why it's working for me now, is because this is the first time that I've really, really, truly done this for me and to make myself happy. You know, there was always somebody else. I was always doing it to please my grandparents or my parents, or because I just wanted that boy to like me, and that other girl was skinnier. Too bad. If you're not doing it for yourself, you're not going to make a difference. And even if you do make a difference, it's not going to last and you're not going to be happy. You need to do it for you. So get to a place mentally where you're ready to really commit, to really put in the work, and you'll get there and it'll be great. I just kind of wanted to tell you guys a little bit more about my journey. I'm obviously not going to post pictures. I take pictures of myself. That's another tip if you're losing weight. Take a picture when you start, maybe every week or whenever it is that you're weighing yourself, take another picture. I take one in a tank top and underwear because that's when you can really see what you look like. And those are really great motivators too, because that's when you see the little differences as well. So, you know, keep track of things and just keep on keeping on, really, because it's a struggle. For me, it's, you know, been my whole life, and it's going to be the rest of my life, because I gain weight at the drop of a hat. If I stress out one tiny bit, I gain a pound. If I don't sleep enough, I gain another pound. You know, I have to really push and really fight to keep losing weight, and then I'm going to have to fight to maintain it. But I'm just really glad, I'm really proud of myself, and I'm really thankful to everybody that's kind of helped me push through, and again, super thankful for my friends that have helped me become the confident person I am regardless of my size. But now I'm just going to be that much more confident and that much happier, and yeah. But so that's what I'm doing, and I guess I'll keep you guys updated with the whole process and how it goes. And I will have a link to I'll have my Twitter handle below and a link to my blog, because I tweet constantly, especially Monday mornings. Check Monday mornings. And I do blog about it. So, things that may not end up on YouTube will end up on those sites as well. So, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video, and wish me luck. Alright, bye!